Today on 2+U Nevada.
The joy they bring to your life, and I just think they know that you have given them a second chance, and they provide you with companionship and love and laughs, and adopt.
The local dog who's quite the social media influencer, and the way you can help him and his family get the word out about rescue.
We knew this was what a lot of people would really want because it's a controlled environment. We keep those lanes the way we want them. We keep the speed controlled.
And we go for a ride on Mount Rose Ski Tahoe's new attraction, Wild Slide Tahoe, the family-friendly way to enjoy the snow at all ages.
The technology to make human chores so much easier is definitely there.
And CES 2026 is in the books. We highlight the coolest in consumer electronics designed to help make your life easier. You're watching 2+U Nevada. It's home.
Put everything back in your house the way you like it.
With community and family. And this really is a family affair. It's local food.
I got garlic in mine, capers.
It's health and wellness. Plus,
we don't have these, and we could be using them.
With plenty of entertainment. 2+U Nevada, brought to you by 911 Restoration. Thank you for joining us for this edition of 2+U Nevada. I'm Sarah Johns, your host. Today I'm going to talk about something a little more serious than normal, especially for this show. Today, 7 people are being sentenced for their vandalism of Reno High School during what was supposed to be a senior prank for the graduating class of 2025. You know, I went to a high school with a storied history. In fact, I was in its 99th graduating class. When Dave and I were looking for our family home, I specifically requested a home that would be zoned for Reno High. There's something about graduating from a school that's older than the city of Reno itself. It's an honor. It's something to respect. It's a school that's nearly 150 years old. When you look at those 7 who faced a judge today, they look like babies. The law considers them adults, and we all hope to raise children who know right from wrong. We all have made our own mistakes. I personally cannot throw any stones. So following a story like this that drew such impassioned opinions in the past several months, I just want to say this. I believe in the legal system. I believe in holding people accountable. I believe in lessons learned, and I believe in grace. These kids are going to face consequences for their actions for years to come, just based on community rhetoric. My personal hope for them going into their adulthood is redemption. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for joining us today for 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada. So excited to have Kristen Savini joining us this afternoon with our very special guest, Peanut.
Hi.
Kristen, thanks so much for joining us again.
Thank you for having us.
And so the last time you were here, you were actually here in a different capacity, and we learned about Peanut.
Yes.
Your famous pup. So Peanut, everyone, is a micro-influencer. He's an influencer on Instagram.
Correct.
And talk to me about, I find it so interesting, you were telling me how his Instagram got started.
Yeah, so I adopted Peanut 6 years ago, and about 4.5 years ago, everybody, the number one question is, what kind of dog is that? So they're like, you should start an Instagram. So we did, but we did it kind of a fun way. We did it as a fundraiser for homeless animals, so people could donate to guests, and then there was a prize pack. So that's kind of how his Instagram took off.
He's
and
so
kind
perfect.
of, isn't he? And it just kind of really framed what our mission is with our Instagram, is to fundraise and advocate for homeless animals.
You know, and the homeless animal component behind Peanut's story is so beautiful, because we have 2 adopted dogs at home, you know, and Peanut is adopted. And it's so important to adopt these pets that otherwise would, you know, not have a good outcome, right?
Absolutely.
And he's a beautiful boy, and now he's famous. So what kind of mutt is he, did we find out?
So he's a mix of 12 different breeds. A lot of people think he's a Frenchie Corgi. Some people think Shar-Pei. Some people think a Little Pitty, but he's none of those. So his top breeds are Chihuahua, Weenie Dog, Shih Tzu, Samoyed, Pekingese, thanks honey, and Pomeranian. So he is 3% Chow Chow, which I think comes through in his little face, but he's
His
just
face.
Yeah.
I love his face. You're just perfect.
Thank
And
you.
his little crooked tongue, like how it hangs out the side.
He's toothless, so it just pops out.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
so perfect. So your current initiative with Peanut, though, is to get him a ton of votes and explain what this contest is.
Absolutely.
And why we're doing it.
So Peanut is part of the inaugural Pet Lovers Choice Awards. It's with the same people who did the Teen and People's Choice Awards that we all are familiar with. But what really drew us to this was the fact that it helps homeless animals. So while people can vote daily until March 26th for free, if you do paid votes, 51% of your donation goes to Best Friends Animal Society to help homeless animals. And then if Peanut wins, winners get $10,000, which we would donate to a variety of homeless animal nonprofits, and those in our community, including Boxers and Buddies, who we're currently fostering with.
And that's huge too, because Boxers and Buddies, you say you're fostering an animal. So Peanut isn't the only animal that you've rescued. Why is rescue so important to you and your loved ones?
It's truly life-saving, and I literally mean that. Whether you foster and you take a dog into your home, you're saving that dog from potential other outcomes. The animal welfare crisis across the United States right now is very dire, and it's very sad. So places like Boxers and Buddies, rescues here locally are working very hard to save animals, but they can't do that without fosters and donors and adopters. So it's just something that we've become really passionate about, and you can see the kind of amazing dogs that you can get who need a second chance.
And you're a perfect spokesperson for this too. Talk about how people at home can get involved in advocating for homeless pets.
Absolutely. There's numerous ways, whether adopting, volunteering, donating. An easy thing, share on social media. It literally takes 2 seconds to hit the share button. We've had friends on Instagram that have found their homes dog friends because somebody shared. If you're a photographer, if you're an artist, there you can go volunteer to take pictures of these animals. You can do artwork of them for fundraisers. If you're a local business, you can do a roundup, you can do a fundraiser. I mean, the possibilities are truly endless.
They really are. And I fully believe that adopted dogs, or rescued pets of any kind, they know.
Oh, I
they're
100%
rescued.
believe that. Yes.
Yes. And they've got this total dedication to the family that rescues them.
Yeah. We always, I rescued my first dog in 2014, a senior dog named Petey. And ever since, I kind of gravitated towards the senior dogs because they're overlooked. But my goodness, the joy they bring to your life. And I just think they know that you have given them a second chance, and they provide you with companionship and love and laughs. And adopt.
And he is just a perfect spokes dog for that. And he's so adorable. Do you know how old he is?
He just turned 12 years old on December 29th, which was also his 6th adoptiversary of when I adopted him.
So he was older too when you adopted
Correct.
him.
He was 6. Yes, he was 6 years old. So he was a medical surrender. He had some severe dental disease going on and was very skinny. So he made a full recovery, and he's just a wonderful boy.
You say that too, and it just speaks to why we are seeing more dogs needing fostering and needing adopting is Peanut himself was a medical surrender.
Yes.
And that's just heartbreaking because we know how important pets are in the home and how loved pets are and what it must just take to have to surrender your pet because you can't afford the help that they need.
Absolutely. And that is leading to a lot of the current animal welfare crisis now. And it's just heartbreaking, and owners make the really difficult decision to say, I can't give this dog what he needs. And so they surrender. Same thing with spay and neuter, so important, which is why there's so many litters of puppies. So there's a lot to be worked on in the animal welfare space, and we're grateful to play a small part in helping all those that are working so hard to save these animals.
Well, Peanut, how do we vote for you? How do we get you to be number one?
Thank you. So if you go to Pet Lovers Choice Awards, or also on Peanut's Instagram, Nutter Butter Rescue Pupper, the link in his bio, you just hit vote and you go down to micro influencer and you can search for his name. And like I said, it's daily, once every 24 hours, free vote. And those votes really add up all the way through March 26th.
Thank you so much for what you do, for advocating for pet rescue, for what you do, Peanut. You're just handsome with that little face. My gosh. Be sure to vote for Peanut. Let's get him the win. We know that Reno and the Truckee Meadows and Washoe County, Northern Nevada will rally around and get you over that hump. Huh, buddy?
Say thank you so much, everybody.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada. Joining us this afternoon, Mike Pierce, the man, the myth, and the legend of Mount Rose Ski Tahoe. Thank you so much for having us out here at Mount Rose's new attraction.
Yes, welcome to Wild Slide Tahoe, our snow tubing park.
Mike, this is such a cool place, and as a parent, I am so excited to be able to get the kids out here, out tubing in what is really a safe environment. Let's go into, first and foremost, why Mount Rose decided to do the tubing attraction.
We've talked about tubing probably for 20 plus years, and it got real serious probably 3 years ago. And we'd always talked about doing it near the Mount Rose Main Lodge, and there was a big controversy with, well, that's some of our best learning terrain. And we had decided a while back that we were not going to do real estate in this area, and all of a sudden we started thinking more and more about it, and this all of a sudden became the ideal spot for us to add a snow tubing attraction.
An ideal spot too, because if you take a look at this hill, it's absolutely beautiful, it's groomed gorgeous, and you were telling me that this is mainly Mother Nature snow.
Yeah, everybody probably witnessed it or felt it. We got 5 feet of snow during Christmas, right? Yeah. We had a lean December, but then boom, we got hit. Because ordinarily we would want this open at Thanksgiving, but it wasn't cold enough to make snow at the time. Now we got 5 feet, and there were a bunch of snowmakers on here just yesterday because we can use snowmaking to augment the tubing lanes. But almost all of this is, all that man-made, all that fresh snow that we got over the Christmas.
And how many lanes do we have here?
We can, I think today we're in the neighborhood of 14. Once it's fully built out, we can go up to 22 lanes as our max.
Wow, this is super fun. Can people rent this out, or at least rent 1 or 2 lanes out for a party?
Yes, no, it's a good question. We're open Fridays through Sundays and holidays. That means Monday through Thursday, big groups, corporate buyouts, they can rent this place out.
Super cool.
Yeah. We'll do group rates for parties of 25 or more, but that doesn't give them specific lanes. It just means we'll give them reduced rates and things like that. But if, for instance, a company wanted to do an outing and they just said, hey, we want the place, we would do everything. We do food and beverage, we'd give them tickets, we do everything. And that's usually what we try to do between Mondays and Thursdays.
You know, it's such a great opportunity for people to get out and enjoy the snow. Great for families. Let's talk about the safety component too, versus maybe just taking a tube on the side of a roadway or an unknown mountain, for example.
Right. So we knew we had an audience for this because most locals, if you've ever gone playing in the snow, the Mount Rose Meadows is a fun spot. We've all done it, and every weekend it's still very, very busy. But it has a wild, uncontrolled component to it. It has a danger aspect because the highway is right there. There's a lot of traffic. We knew this was what a lot of people would really want because it's a controlled environment. We keep those lanes the way we want them. We keep the speed controlled. It's convenient. It's off the highway. We have a parking lot that's private, that's 350 of their own spaces, so you're not right on the right side of the road. Everything about it, we try to make it comfortable, safe feeling. It's still an adventure sport, but it still has a huge fun component. So yeah, everything about it, we kind of was like, all right, let's do this, but we're going to do it the right way.
And the right way exactly is the way to say it, because I personally know somebody who went sledding on Mount Rose Highway and got a brain injury because of a crash, right? What I love looking at this is that you have specific lanes, so you won't see people crashing into one another. You know, you have that safety component that I truly feel is a great solution for families looking to get out and have some snow fun. I mean, this is going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than a hospital visit, right?
I don't want to even talk about hospital visits.
Yeah, we won't even go there. But really, Wild Slide Tahoe, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What are prices like out here?
So it is, of the commercial tubing, the cheapest you'll probably find anywhere. Kids up to age 15 are $35, and it's a 2-hour session is how it works. Anybody that's 16 and over, it's $45 for a 2-hour session. And if you do your homework and you go around the lake, this is lift served. You don't have to hike. There are places where you can go tubing, but you got to hike, and it's like, no. We make this as easy and as convenient as possible. We have a lodge, we have restrooms, we have all the amenities they want. And again, if you have groups of 25 or more, we can do group rates depending on the day and things like that.
I love the lift because you were saying it's lift served. It's like what you see in the airport when you get your suitcase and they help you get through the hall, you know what I mean? So this lift, and next year you said the lift's going to be covered.
Yeah, anybody that's skied at Mount Rose and you've been on our beginner lift on show-off run, it's called the Magic. It's got a dual conveyor, but it has a tunnel. This will have a tunnel next year. We just wanted to get this open this year. Getting that built for this year was going to be a problem, so we'll have it in place by next year. That's mostly operational because it keeps us from having to dig out the lift after big storms, but it's also a nice, warm, comfortable spot to go up in. But for this year, you get a lovely view of the ski hill as well as watch all the tubers come down while you're getting ready for your turn.
I'm so excited to give this tubing a try. Oh my gosh, is there any particular lane that's faster than the other, or what do we ask folks at the top?
You can ask them just that.
Okay.
Which one's the faster one? Now, you also have the option. We have 2 types of tubes. You have what we call a hard bottom tube and a soft bottom tube. The soft bottom tube goes a little slower.
Oh.
So we kind of tell people, hey, if you're nervous, we'll give them the soft bottom tubes. Plus, we regulate and we gauge how fast people are going, and sometimes we'll say, no, you'll want to use the faster tube because the snow's a little slow today, or it's fast and we'll say, no, you might want to use the soft tube. We kind of give people that option. There is an upslope to slow you down. Then we'll sometimes use mats to put the brakes on even further. And then if you really want to, people love hitting the crash bags, but those are there for if sometimes, yes, it is, you are going tubing down a snow hill. Sometimes you go a little faster than you think and you might hit those bags, but
all right, hopefully I don't hit the bags.
It's one of
this
those
old
things
bag does not need to hit a bag, Mike.
When we were doing our research, that was one of the things the guys told us. They go, yeah, people love hitting the bags. They won't drop their feet. And I'm like, okay, that's why we have them.
Mike, thank you so much for having us out this afternoon.
No, you bet.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada, and this afternoon we are joined by the part of the team from Albright Associates, the certified public accountants. Dean Albright is the founder and partner of Albright Associates, and to his left we have Travis Clark, CPA and a managing shareholder. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us again this afternoon. I'm so excited to have you back.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us.
So we're at the beginning of the year now, and people are starting to think about their taxes. And obviously, I've got to ask you guys, like, what is the number one mistake that people at home make when it comes to tax season? I love the laughter.
I know it's a tough question because there's a lot of little things that people might not do that make it difficult. A lot of it's just organization, probably. You organize all your tax documents, keep everything all organized, whether you're going to prepare it yourself or you're going to give it to a CPA. The organization to have all the information necessary is probably one of the most important things you can do.
So, you know, what I love about your company is that you are small enough to be approachable, yet you do these massive, like you've got this massive history in the community, like representing the developers of Collin Ranch and Montreux and these massive Lake Ridge and all these massive properties in town. Yet someone like me can come to you and be like, help. You know, what is it that makes your team so approachable, do you think, Dean?
Well, I don't know. I think, we're people-oriented, but have the expertise, to do it. So we do develop a lot of the people, smaller clients, that their individual tax returns, but also have the expertise to do large corporations, financial audits, estate planning, that sort of thing. So
you were even just saying, Travis, that you guys do this specialty that I was like, can you explain that to me? And it's sometimes out of state.
Yeah, so we do a lot of work with captive insurance companies, small insurance companies, privately owned, and where they're insuring things from Hawaii to Florida. I mean, so they're insuring specialty risk areas, and we do a lot of companies, audits for companies that do that. And it's all across the United States.
So all of this is to say that you guys are really smart. So Dean, that tells me that you also know how to hire the right people and have the right team. You know, Travis, you're now a managing partner. You started in the community how many years ago?
So 27 years ago, almost 30 years. And we've got a lot of staff that have been with us for up to 35 years.
And that's crazy to think because, Dean, when did you start this? When did you start Albright and Associates?
1976, so it's been almost 50 years. So, and everybody that we have, I started at zero and hired essentially everybody, and we have two other partners that I promoted partners as we were able to grow, and so all that has been the people skills as well as the technical ability. You have to have both. So that's how what I did to either keep these people or make them partners.
And when it comes to promoting these people, finding your team, you alluded to it, but really and truly, what's the type of character that you're looking for so that when people come to you, they know the type of people that are in the building?
Yeah, it's sort of a tough one, but first of all, they have to be CPAs and have a degree, and you can kind of tell in the interview, but they wouldn't last long if they didn't have the integrity and the work ethic and all the things that go with it. So it really is you have to have the people skills, integrity, and the technical knowledge to do the job. So I would determine all that, but I've been pretty lucky, and like you say, I'm smart, but I'm hiring smart people.
A lot of it is we want the people that we work with and we see every day. They're our family, they're our work family, and we treat them and we think of everybody as such. And so we take our work family and then we expand that to our clients.
And, I joked at the beginning, like now people are going to be coming to you going, help with all this stuff. But really and truly, like you need to be thinking about that now. And if you're thinking to hand off your tax work and your financial work to professionals, Albright and Associates, obviously a phenomenal company here in town. Travis, why did you want to be a part of this organization? Because you were hired 27 years ago, but you stayed. So obviously there's something there.
A lot of it is kind of like I alluded to, it's family. You feel comfortable in where you're at. And we try to elevate people, as Dean always did that, and bring out the best of whatever skill set somebody has. And so, he recognizes the value of that, always has, and we just try to continue with that.
So I have mentioned, families and personal taxes, but you do so much more. Once again, highlight for me, Travis, the other specialties that you have.
We'll do almost any type of CPA firm work that typically your large national firms do. We do financial statements, compilation review, audit, taxes, litigation support, just basically the whole breadth of what any CPA firm can do almost.
And Dean, you said recently you changed or moved physical buildings. So where do people go to see you, and where can they go online to get more information?
Well, we have a website online, www.albrightcpas.com, and we're at 6121 Lakeside Drive. So it's on the corner of Ridgeview and Lakeside as you're going south on Lakeside. after you pass McCarran, we're a big brick building off to the right there.
Perfect. And Travis, your phone number?
775-826-5432.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
You're watching 2+ U Nevada. You are watching 2+ U Nevada. So excited to be at Ethan Allen again here on South Virginia Street with Christelle. Christelle, thanks so much for having us this afternoon.
Thank you so much for having me.
You just told me, and I had no idea. This is the largest Ethan Allen in the country.
I know it's hard to imagine in Reno, Nevada.
That's fantastic. So you actually have people come and travel to your location, to your brick and mortar store, so that people can actually see the tangible furniture.
Yeah, it's very hard to be able to buy a sofa and not be able to sit. We have so many length and depth that we need to be able to sit, and comfort is everything. So.
It really is, yes. And you have 2 stories. How large is this showroom?
It's over 20,000 square feet. Yes, and then we do have our warehouse that's attached to our store. So all the furniture comes here. We inspect it before anything is delivered.
So with such a large store, people can actually sit in the couches, and that's a huge deal, right? For all different body types to be able to sit and feel the chairs, feel how comfortable they are, and whether it fits your body style.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we do pretty much have all the sofas and chairs that Ethan Allen carries. And so we have people coming through all over the state to try the furniture here in the store because we do have such a large display.
And then when people purchase or order their furniture, furniture has been taking a long time to get delivered. I was quite impressed with your delivery schedule. Talk about that.
Yeah, so pretty much, so everything is custom. So a lot of the custom furniture anyway does take about 10 weeks since we do everything towards your own fabrics and the frames. You can pick your finishes, you can pick your own fabrics. So that takes about 10 weeks, I would say.
But even that's not that bad.
It's not too bad, no. And then it comes here and we inspect everything. So that's also a huge advantage for our clients because we can eliminate any problems. And also we have a quick ship program too, that we can, if somebody needs something right away, we do have a lot of those furniture in our warehouse in Virginia, and we can get those within 2 to 3 weeks.
So 2 to 3 weeks at a minimum is fantastic for furniture, especially nowadays.
No, absolutely.
And you just turned the store with all new furniture.
Yes, so it's a big store. So it's a big job, but we do have new furniture coming. And so within every couple of months, we're going to be switching the store around. So you're going to see new furniture in November. We have a new line coming, new chairs, new buffets.
What's the trend right now? What are we seeing?
A little bit more traditional, actually. We had very modern for a while, and now it's becoming a little, like I said before, more transitional. So not everybody likes all modern. So we kind of mix and match, a little bit of everything.
And then you said each month you have an incentive to get people in the door?
Yes, so every month we do have a sale. It changes a little bit. And then we do have free financing as well.
Excellent information. So what are we seeing? What colors? You said more traditional as far as the bones go for furniture, but what are the colors that we're seeing now that's really taking off?
So it seems like the greens are coming back, believe it or not. For a while it was more of the blues, but now it's more earth tone.
Why is that? Bringing the outside in?
Yes. I think people likes to spend more time at home. It's more family, spending more time, especially right now with the holidays coming in.
And speaking of family and the holidays, that in my mind, I think durability.
Yes.
And what I love is you told me a lot of the fabrics that Ethan Allen is using now, you can wash with soap and water.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
So they are treated all the fabrics are being treated, so they're called performance fabric. And so you can literally wash them with soap and water. And so then you don't have to worry as much. When you have pets and kids, that's the last thing you want to do, and not wanting people to sit on your furniture or be worried about it. So.
And people can just walk in, right? Or do
Yes.
they need to schedule an appointment?
No, I mean, an appointment, it's always nice if you have a big project. So we want to make sure we spend enough time with you, but everybody's welcome at any time. We open like all day, and I have a great staff. So.
What's your address? Who do they call?
So our address is 9065 South Virginia, and our phone number is 775-826-1722.
For the largest Ethan Allen in the country.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for having us this afternoon.
Thank you so much.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. You are watching 2+U Nevada. So excited to be joined this afternoon by Hunter Howitt, owner of Pixels and Ink. Hunter, this place is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, yeah.
Oh my gosh, walk in here and you are just blown away with color, with art, with amazing gift ideas too. So if you're looking for a hostess gift or a girlfriend gift or a wife gift or even just a gift card, you've got it all.
Absolutely. And all local artists. So we have got a slew of local art, cards, prints, canvases, all kinds of stuff.
So explain to people what type of art studio this is, because you have originals hanging on the wall, but then you also have the rights to reproduce those for people who may want a different size or the same thing, just not the original.
Right, exactly. So we work with artists all over the globe, but mainly we are focused in this gallery for Reno artists or local artists, Reno, Tahoe, and beyond, most of Nevada actually. And so what we do is we digitize their work. The print shop, Pixels and Ink, works with so many artists to get their image, their best image of their artwork, so it's color accurate. And then from there, now with this space, we're able to show that off to the public, bring people in for shopping, and also make it those prints and cards, etc., available for their art markets and everything. But we really like to host their work here for sale because we have visitors coming in 7 days a week, looking for, like you said, gifts. But they'll see artwork and we'll ship it to them in the state they're going to.
Super cool location too. You're right on the corner of Toma by Styx. Are you in Styx?
Yeah, we're part of Styx.
You're
right
part
next to Two Chicks. Okay. Everyone knows who Two Chicks is.
Exactly. And what's so cool about this space is you can actually walk by and see Hunter working in the windows. You showed me your is it a printer that's back there?
Yeah, we've got printers and all the gear on that side, and all of the artwork on more of the gallery side. And so that back corner, you'll see me hammering away. We do all our canvas, everything's custom, to custom size. We build all the stretcher bars in-house.
And you called yourself a color geek.
Yeah.
That really has to be important because an artist doesn't want their work reproduced if it's not going to look and have the integrity of their actual art. So get into those details because that's a fine art in and of itself.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a photographer in a former life, so color is important to me. And then I started working with artists, and when an artist brings their work to me or us, whether it's a pencil drawing or a painting or even their photograph off their camera, they know that when they pick that up, it's going to look its best. And I have artists and photographers come in saying, well, we printed somewhere else and we're not really sure, but they pick their stuff up and like, this looks just like the original. So that's what we're here to do, and that's what we're aiming to do every time we touch a piece of artwork or get a digital file, even off your phone. If it needs a little love, we don't even charge extra for that. We want to make sure your stuff looks its best.
You got to be so proud of that.
It does feel good sometimes. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of extra work, but it's totally worth it.
And then quarterly, you invite your artists in.
Yeah, so the gallery itself, it's fantastic. It's very pliable, and we're able to put some of the retail away and do art shows, art openings for solo and group shows through a wall space gallery. So I had wall space in my print shop, and so why not do wall space galleries? So hence the name. And artists can submit your work through the website wallspacereno.com. Or just definitely come by the gallery. Absolutely. I'd recommend if anybody wants to show, come in, introduce yourself, show some of your work. But we love to have new art. Even if it's your old art, it's new to us and maybe the community. So we'd love to see you.
You were just talking to artists out there looking to get their work shown. If people are looking to fill their wall space, where do they come?
Yeah, Wall Space Gallery, right?
And Pixels and Ink, again, we are right next to Sticks, or in Sticks, right next to Two Chicks.
Yeah.
Phone number, website?
Yeah, so 775-971-4200. The website is pixelsandink.us. You can order from your phone, camera, whatever. We have an uploader. Very easy and simple. And you get deals if you order through the website. It streamlines everything for us and for a really good experience.
And with that Pixels and Ink, is the and symbol? Or
It's all spelled out. Pixels, ANDINK.us.
Okay, just had to clarify
Yeah.
that. Thank you so much for having us this afternoon.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure.
You're watching 2+U Nevada. One of the world's largest technology trade shows wrapped up in Las Vegas last week. CES, or the Consumer Electronics Show, draws thousands of global tech brands and startups. This year, the focus was on technology designed to adapt to how we live. And boy, do things look like we're getting closer to the Jetsons. Evan Moon has a look at household gadgets that look awfully like Rosie.
Whether in the living room,
open the door,
the kitchen, the bedroom, or the laundry room, and all the spaces in between, AI is making itself right at home.
This year, it's very much about AI.
This week in Las Vegas, thousands of tech companies from around the world are showcasing new products. And it's no surprise, the focus is the future of AI living.
So who is buying AI in 2026? Last year, we saw a lot of early adopters, but looking at the numbers right now, half of all of the products that we're selling at Samsung have AI-enabled features.
LG Electronics even debuted a live-in robot trained for chores, like your laundry.
This has been the holy grail for a long time. We've talked about smart appliances for a decade now, and they're becoming smarter and smarter. This is really a sneak peek at what's coming in the future.
It's part of a trend experts call affectionate intelligence, like having an AI pet.
She can rest comfortably on a person's lap for hours at a time, and we may create a walking dog in the future.
Even something as simple as a side table can come to life. Technology expert Jonathan Rubini says it's all about integration.
Your whole home is going to work around you. You're not going out there and looking for your Alexa or looking for your different texts and to talk to each other. The whole goal of AI is to make it seamless.
Something consumers at CES are buying into.
I spent all of yesterday upgrading my smart home, my lights. So I like to add other things like that, smart home technology.
Updates making high tech feel less like a tool and more like a companion. Evan Moon, CBS News, New York. So from the inside of the house to conveniences when you hit the road, AI is driving the technology in automobiles. Evan Moon now shows us how things gear up on the road. Among all the smart robots, TVs, tables, glasses, and other AI-powered tech at CES in Las Vegas, The transformation of transportation had its moment.
AI is definitely the big trend at CES 2026, and physical AI in particular, which is kind of a new term for encompassing everything from self-driving cars to robotics.
This year, self-driving tech entered the fast lane with remote operators focused on safety.
When the vehicle comes in front of you, there's actually no one inside, but there's a human that actually brought it there remotely.
And straight out of a sci-fi movie, LG is turning car windows into smart screens, which, among other things, display translated conversations with someone outside the car on the glass. BMW showcased Alexa Plus AI for your own more natural chat with your car.
Can you recommend some restaurants in Las Vegas?
Zio's is closest. Also, don't drive angry. Smart cars may soon be able to read a driver's mood.
Are they sleepy? Are they drowsy? Are they not seated properly? Are they eating, talking on phones? Are they angry? You name it, we can figure out how to detect that in the cabin. And that's a lot of what we show here.
And Sony Honda wants you to have more cabin space, announcing a 2028 model with enough room to turn traffic jams into game time. It's not just cars getting smart behind the wheel. AI is in everything from autonomous tractors to robotic mowers. It all had consumers at CES revved up about the road ahead.
The AI stuff is really unbelievable. The lawnmowers, the technology to make human chores so much easier is definitely there.
A future that's moving fast and rolling into everyday life. Evan Moon, CBS News, New York.
That really is intelligence on wheels. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Are you a business or nonprofit and want to be featured on 2+U Nevada? Have a Mom to Mom Monday, a Tried It Tuesday, or even a cute pic you just want to show us? The whole point of 2+U Nevada is the plus you. You can send us your content by visiting our website. Head to 2news.com and click on 2+U Nevada. Or you can email us at 2+UNevada@ktvn.com. Mattel is launching its first Barbie with autism. The company says her appearance is meant to reflect some people on the spectrum. The Barbie's tablet is an augmentative and alternative communication device for those who struggle with speech. Her headphones show the need to reduce sensory overload. These dolls are currently available at the Mattel shop and Target, and they are available for pre-order at Walmart for a March delivery. That's it for this edition of 2+U Nevada. Thank you for inviting us into your home this afternoon. We look forward to joining you every weekday at 3 for 2+U Nevada. 2 News Nevada at 4 starts now.